welcome back to my channel. So today actually it's a weird topic here. If you remember, I have implemented a flight app UI which had a curvy background in the top bar. So I implemented it using a custom shape clipper, and yeah, to create another type such a complex UI, I went to Dribble and I wanted to implement another such UI. So I came across this type of background. Now you might be wondering that how this can be created. We will be using multiple containers in the stack, or there is some another way. So initially when I looked at this UI, I thought that I should be going with the same concept. So basically, I will take a container full this, which will not be clipped, but then I will take a container on top of that, which will be clipped in a triangle shaped. Then there will be another container which will be clipped in this shape. There will be another container which will be clipped in this shaped, and this shape and this shape. So now how many containers we need in this case? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, near about 5 or 6. Okay, but recently you might have seen in the widget of the week showcased by Google. So they introduced custom paint, and I thought that I think custom paint would be the right option here. So I tried, and I came up with a solution, and it's working. We are using only one container, and we have this exactly designed UI. So today I will be showcasing that thing only here. So for that, let me explain you how the custom shape, how the custom painter will be working. So we will be having the container. First of all, we will try to create this with custom painter. So let's head on to our, let's create a new file first. So I will create a new file called custom painter demo. Let's import material. I hope the font size is sufficient now, because it's 16. Earlier it used to be 14, 15 or 12. So I hope it will be okay. Let's use a stateless widget. So custom paint demo, and here we will be taking a material app. It will be a very short video, because nothing much we have to write in the code. So let's take our container first, and let's give it a height of 500, because I am assuming the container is of 500. So this is the illustration of what I will be creating in the studio. So this is how it should look. First, background. So basically I will be taking this as my main background, because this is appearing 2 times. So I am assuming that this is the main background of the container. So, and then we will create we'll wrap this container in a custom paint. Okay, now for this we will need a custom painter. So my custom painter, for now we can directly do this, and also inside this we will need a size. I don't think size is compulsory, so since it will take the size of the child of uh, custom paint. So let's create a class. So we will extend this class by a custom painter. Okay, so there are basically two methods to be overridden. first is the paint. Here our main code will go, and it should repaint only if the old delegate is not equals to the current delegate. Okay, now let's start the exact painting. So before that, I have already taken the colors which will be used, so let me declare them here. So this is the main BG color which we will be using for this and this. This is the cyan which I have named it as cyan. Now red color will be this, orange color will be this, and this is little bit purple color. So I have named it accordingly. Now we will be using them. So first of all, let's create a paint object. Okay, now take our first path. So we basically create paths on the canvas, right? So we will name it as main bg path. Okay, and this path will be basically a rectangle. So this rectangle will be from left to width height. Okay, this is okay. Now it will start from left. I will explain you just a moment. Size dot width, it's similar to the custom shape clipper thing which we already did in the flight list application. And then we will add we will put a color to it. So first we will put paint dot color. We will actually give this paint object a color which will be main bg color. Okay, now we will add it to a canvas. This path we have to add to canvas. So canvas dot add path. Okay, draw path, and yeah, so you have a custom path to be drawn with a custom paint. Okay, so let's see what's the output of this. Now let me explain you what this will do. This will basically create a path with the rectangle. Okay, it will create the path from left 0 point, top 0 point, and the width will be complete and height will be complete. Okay, one thing that is wrong here. So this rectangle is basically 500 by 400. So we have fixed the wait we have fixed the height, and width is actually dependent on whatever size of the screen is. So let's run it and see what is our output. And in next thing we will be creating a shape here, somewhere here. I will explain you. Okay, sorry, so it's a mistake and I have to actually edit my main.dart. Let me, so it will have, wait, sorry for the inconvenience. And let's see, sorry again, it's a flare demo that I was I created. So yeah, so as you can see, one sec, now it's okay. So now we have successfully added the background. Now let's draw one more thing. Let's take a triangle path. This path will be for the cyan color, which is like this. So it's a straight line, so I can say it's a triangle starting from 0 0, going to some pixels to the width, and height will be 0, and here some width but some height but width will be 0. So let's take a triangle here so that the things are clear. Let's rotate it. Okay, something like this will be shown. Forget the part of this thing, because since I cannot edit it, I cannot send it to backward. So just consider this rectangle. It will be starting from here and covering this area. So let's get back to the code, and let's give it a triangle shape. So it will be triangle path dot add. Okay, so it's directly we will be adding a line. So we are already on the 0 0 point. Right now we are here somewhere. We are here. Now we want a line to this point, which is 1/4 of the width, I can say. So, or we can take the dimensions randomly. Okay, so let's take it as 100 0, or I guess we should make it 0.25. That will be actually completely based on the width or and height of the screen. So triangle dot path. Now since we have moved to this part, we have to move, we have to create a line to this part as well. So similarly the line 2 will be made, and size dot, so it will be the point 0, size dot height. Okay, and we have to close the path as well. Now we have to change the color of the paint, so we can give it sand color, and then we can add this whole path to our canvas. Okay, triangle path and the paint. Yeah, so let's see now how it looks. So it's like this. It's bad, definitely. So actually I didn't take the fraction of my height, and now as you can see it's looking like this. So we have completed two parts. One is the background, second is this. Now let's cover this one. So as you can see, you might have got the simplicity of this custom painter. You just have to add paths here, right? And no custom shape clipper required, no stack required for this. Yeah, it's a point that you can add it into a stack and put the content on top, because at the end you will want to put this text, this text and this image on top of this background. So definitely this whole background will be in a stack, so that is okay. But to create the background itself, you need not have to have a stack. Okay, so let's create another path. Now let's call it purple path, because let's be simple in these terms. So purple path again, let me give you an idea of this, how we can create. So what do you think? We will be creating a path from here or here? No, we just have to again start from 0 0, and we will make a line to this point or somewhere here, and make a Bezier curve here, and it will end here. Then a line to this point will be sufficient, so the curve will be created. Okay, so let's see. Purple path dot line 2. Now let me take size dot width, and might be the fraction 40, so that it covers not the half but little bit here. Okay, and this will be 0. So now we have to add a curve, quadratic Bezier curve. Okay, let me close it. I think size is okay for you. uh, Please let me know in the comment section. I have increased again little bit. So now yeah, so first x1 y1 are the curves, are the control point, and x2 y2 is the end point. So our end point is somewhere here, right? Let us look at the screenshot. So it's somewhere in the halfway line of the height. So let's do it that way itself. So this is 0 and size dot height by 2. So we will multiply it by 0.5. so that we maintain the simplicity and consistency. So, and the curve will be, the control point will be maybe in between of this, so we can take this and this. So our point will be width into 0.25, width into 0.25, and height into maybe point 0.3. So size dot height into 0.3 and size dot width into 0.25. Okay, sorry, I done it at wrong time. So purple path dot, now again, we since we have moved to this point after this curve, so we will closing the path. So just close the path. Okay, and then give it a color, paint color, and color will be purple, and then you can canvas dot draw path, which will be purple path, and paint. Yeah, it was written already, so let's see how it looks. As you can see, it has come pretty nicely, but did you see the thing that triangle path is gone now? So here is a sweet concept. Basically, sorry, okay, let me take it to the normal size. So basically the concept here, okay, how is this happening? Don't know. Oh my god, what's this? This is very weird. Did I press some button? Okay, now it's okay. So yeah, so it's, oh, what is this, man? Let me figure this issue and I will get to issue. Here is uh, the path which is written at the bottom will be the top on the will be on the top of the hierarchy. Okay, so this is our first layer, second layer, and the last layer. So like this only we have to code. Now if I run it, you can see both the things here. Okay, now it's okay. You can match it anyway after some hit and trials. Right now I can only change this to 4.45 so that this point is moved little bit here, and yeah, that is okay. And I can somewhere I can increase this also. Yeah, so it's looking good. Now let's head on to another path, which will be this red block. Okay, so I will use the same scenario. We will start from okay, here is a sweet concept again. So as we know, whenever we start a path, like if you write another path here, so it's red path. Okay, so it starts from 0 0. Now if you create a line to this path, it will actually consider it. So we have to use a new method called move to. So in this we will use red path dot move to, and we will remain on the top part. So height will be y coordinate will be 0 0.0, and width will be very much width minus 20 somewhere here. So size dot width, or we can say, yeah, okay, let us take 20, or I think we should multiply it by zero point 0.9 and subtract it. Yeah, we should subtract it from, I don't know whether this math is correct or not, so let us see how this works. Sorry, so let me check it once. So if we make a line to size dot width, size dot height, this is just a testing thing, so need not have to code and need not have to understand these. This time I want to confirm whether my path is correct, or whether my move to point is correct or not. So okay, paint dot, okay, so we draw path, yeah, this is wrong, and let's run it and see how much. Okay, move to this. Okay, it's simple line, so let me close. Oh, I have closed it. It's not running. So okay, let me make it some rectangle type. Let path dot, we have moved till here, then a line to here, and then again close. Okay, so we have to make another line to some point. Let me take it 0 only, so that it's a big triangle, and height will be this one. So it might be a triangle like this. Okay, so this point is wrong, we have to have it here, so we will take like this. Now the point is correct, we don't need this, and of course we don't need this. Now we have come to the point that this point we have selected is the correct one. Now we have to make a curve till here, so our endpoint will be here and our control point somewhere will be here. Okay, so the curve will come like this. Okay, so let's do in that direction. So base here curve. So let's write the endpoint first. I think we can take this under consideration and replace width with height. Okay, and for your consultation sake, I think it's going down here, so it will be 0.2. So I'm talking about this point, and yeah, now we have to decide the control point. So maybe the control point is somewhere here. So it's like half of the width, and height maybe 0.4. So what is the height of this? 0.3, so it can be 0.2 only. Yeah, okay, no, 0.55. So this can be 0.4. So let's take it as size dot height into 0.4. Sorry for the typos. And width will be at the center. So okay, we only took height, and our control point will be 0. Yeah. So this is the whole thing. I think I should reduce the size a bit. Okay, so let's run it. Can you see the curve? Yeah, since we made a curve and then we closed, so the path has been closed here. So let's make a line from here to here. Okay, we have moved till this point right now. This curve again is shown because we have used closed. So let's make a line to size dot width and 0. No, sorry, it will be 0. It's my mistake, completely confused. Okay, so this is how it is, and I think there is no curve here, so let us move the control point a little bit upwards, and okay, now you can see the curve. Okay, now we are here, we have to move till here and then make a curve like this. Okay, so let's move somewhere in the, let's calculate where it can be. So it's going here, right? It can be 0.25% of the width. So let's make a Bezier curve. Okay, and let's talk about our endpoint first of all. So it's starting here and height will be this. Now talking about the control point. So first let me, yeah. So control point can be, it's not definitely this, it's a little bit here. So let, in terms of width, it can be some points lesser than the existing one, and in terms of height it's minus, it's 1 minus 0.25, so 0.75. So this can be the correct values. Let's take, let's see this. And before that, I think I have made some mistake. I have to actually make a line to this point first of all. So until and unless we are not here, how we can make a curve? So now we are here. After this line, let's check. So we are till here. Now we have to make a curve. Okay, now Bezier curve will be coming into place, and its end point, it will be complete width and height. Let's see, let's measure it. Okay, it's I think 0.6 of the total height. So I hope you are understanding the coordinate system. If not, let me once again go to the board. So I was telling that we started from this point. For the red part, we started from this point, then went till here. Okay, then went here, then moved till this point, and then now we are creating a quadratic Bezier curve till here. Okay, so this is definitely 0.5, 0.6, maybe here we are. So, and then we will close the, we will move to this point and then we will close this path. Okay, so this is the scenario here. Let's see how much we have completed. So as you can see, we have done this part, but I think the curve is too much. We have not, we have given a wrong control point. So for that, we will move the control point towards, and we will reduce the height as well. So height can be 7 and width also can be increased to 5. Let's assume these are the right values. If not, okay, let us go with it. Or am I correct here? I think it's a good curve, but yeah, this curve is more. So let me increase the curve. So let me move the control point somewhere here. Okay, so let's again change the curve of our first quadratic Bezier 2. So it will be moving to 6 and height can be 2. Now okay, not good again. So width can be 7 and height can be 1. I think it's wrong, so let's make it 6. Yeah, now let's reduce it here. Let's check. Now it's okay, I guess, little bit. So, and also we can change some endpoint stuff. So we can call it 1, 5. So this point will go little bit here. Okay. Yeah, so now the curve is looking okay. Now we are here for this, and we can close it. We can move, we can use line 2. Since we are here, we have to move to width and height directly. Size dot width, it's the end point of the is sorry, its height is 0 and width is complete, the container width. So I guess now this is completed. Now let's something here. So for that we can take another path, which is a orange path. This is the last path of this tutorial, so I think you have got fair idea how to use I think how to use the uh, custom painter. So it's a very good thing. We are directly painting on the low level side of the Dart language and the system, so we are directly painting on canvas and the performance will be very good. So let's move to somewhere this point which is above this. So let's take the reference point this as size. Okay, so it will be somewhere 0.8. Okay, this and width will be 0, size dot height into 0.8. Okay, for that matter of fact, I think we can actually modify this. I'm sorry guys, this can be done to this, and this is a simple mathematics situation which we can solve easily. So we can means clear out the difference and directly use 8 by here. So I think this should work exactly what it is right now. So it's working and we have reduced some of the complex calculations to a simpler one. Now the orange path dot, we are here. Now we have to make a curve. So let's make the curve. So why we are starting with a curve? Because there are two ways. From this point you can either go this or this place. Since it's a curve, so when if we go from this point to this line, then this line, and then we close the path, so the path will not be closed in a curve manner, it will be closed in a line, but we need a curve, so we will start with a curve first. Okay, so let's make a Bezier curve. What's happening? Okay, so our endpoint, okay, in that case our endpoint is somewhere, yeah, it's definitely after this red end. So what is the end of this point? It's size dot width, maybe, yeah, so it's 0.25, so we will take it as size dot width into 0.3. Now see, I have taken all in ratios. You can directly take the values as well, because how the pixel things work here are in terms of points, so they will automatically change in because of the screen size, they will automatically uh, position themselves accordingly. So that's not an issue if we are taking the fractions of our width and height, or if we directly take 50, 60, 70 values. Okay, because the demo which I created at home, so it's in points directly, but the thing which I am creating here, it's in ratio. So both the things I have actually tried, and they both are equally flexible in terms of changing the values. Okay, so size width into zero point 0.3 we have reached here, and height will be complete height. Now the control point will be, I guess this is a simple, I think the half of the semicircle. So but again, so width can be somewhere here. So let's x coordinate can be in between of this. So size dot width into 0.15, the just half of this, and height can be size dot, that means the y coordinate can be some part of this height. So as this height is this point is somewhere on zero point 0.8 side, so it can be on 0.9, I guess. Okay, so we'll multiply it by 0.9. You can definitely take 0.95 also, no issues in that. And let's close this, and let's see how much the curve is till now. So it's nowhere because we moved to this point, then we made a curve, but we are directly closing it, so there is nothing here. So let's first make a line. Since we are here, let's make a line to this point, which is 0 and size dot height. Okay, and then close it. So I think now it will be shown, but it's okay, we forgot these two lines, so just copy pasting them, changing the color to orange. Okay, changing the path to orange path. Okay, so now you can see this is the thing. Now I believe width can be made too, so that there is a curve here. Yeah, it's a curve now, and I guess the curve can be a little bit bigger, so let's move it to somewhere 0.3. Let's move it to 0.40, and this can be moved to 25, and this can be made to 85. So now it's looking okay, somewhat okay, but I guess this point can be more higher. Now it's perfectly fine. So uh, so I guess you got the point what I was trying to explain in this tutorial. So if you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. And so to sum up this tutorial, I have added a material app, then a scaffold, then a custom paint which is using a custom painter, and having a container just a height of 500. Nothing, no color given here. All painting has been done by this custom painter. First we created the main background, okay, which is this color and this color. Then we created a then we created a triangle path which is at the end because it's a bottom to top approach, so whatever is at the bottom will remain on the top. And then we created a purple path which is this. So we started from here, went here, then here, then here. Then we created a red thing, we moved here, then we moved to this curve and made a line here, and then a curve, then a line here, and then close, right? So this is it for this tutorial. So subscribe the channel, guys, if you are liking the content, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I will be putting this code on GitHub soon, and the links will be in the description. So follow me on Twitter as well.